In a world where the lines between celebrity, power, and scandal increasingly blur, Elon Musk has emerged as an unlikely whistleblower, sending shockwaves through the entertainment industry with his recent revelations. The tech mogul, known for his unfiltered approach to social media and penchant for stirring controversy, has set his sights on exposing what he claims are deep-rooted connections between some of Hollywood's biggest names and the embattled music mogul, Sean Diddy Combs. Musk's allegations, dropped like bombshells in a series of cryptic tweets and during a riveting interview with Tucker Carlson, have ignited a firestorm of speculation and concern among the Hollywood elite. His words, carefully chosen yet loaded with implication, suggest a web of secrets so tangled and dark that its exposure could reshape the entire landscape of the entertainment industry. At the heart of Musk's claims lies a disturbing parallel between Diddy and the late Jeffrey Epstein, a comparison that has sent chills down the spines of many in positions of power.
Right. And where's the video? I mean, between Diddy and Epstein, there's probably several thousand hours of footage here.
Yeah. It's kind of weird that the people on those videos are lecturing the rest of us about our moral failings, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird.
Musk hinted at the existence of thousands of hours of secretly recorded footage from locations associated with both Diddy and Epstein, suggesting that these videos could implicate numerous high-profile individuals in activities they'd rather keep hidden from the public eye. The tech entrepreneur's assertions have taken on an even more ominous tone as he drew connections between these alleged recordings and the political sphere. Musk suggested that some of the wealthiest and most influential figures backing certain political campaigns might be doing so out of fear that their involvement in these sordid affairs might come to light if the wrong person were to gain power.
What is that?
Well, I mean, part of how they deflect attention from themselves is by, criticizing the morals of others.
Yes.
So it's sort of like a preemptive moral strike.
Yes.
I mean, as I said, I think those who are saying Trump is a threat to democracy are themselves actually the threat to democracy.
It feels like we're getting to a place where the rest of us know too much. Is this, do you know what I mean? I mean, it's easier to live in a society where you don't really know what the people in charge are doing or why they're doing it. But now, thanks, I would say, largely to X.
As Musk's words reverberate through the corridors of power, from Hollywood to Silicon Valley and beyond, the atmosphere is one of palpable tension. Names like Bill Gates and Reid Hoffman have been mentioned, not directly accused, but rather placed under a cloud of suspicion by Musk's insinuations. The implication is clear.
Yeah. Do you think Reid Hoffman's uncomfortable?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Gates.
And Gates.
Yeah.
And I only ask that because you just look at them and you're like, that's a nervous person right there. I don't know. I mean, I assume you know them. Yeah.
Yes. Reid Hoffman was my vice president of business development at PayPal.
Yeah.
If these titans of industry are nervous, what skeletons might be lurking in their closets? The gravity of Musk's claims extends beyond mere gossip or scandal. He speaks of potential arrest warrants waiting in the wings, ready to be served to those implicated in these alleged misdeeds. The notion that some of the most recognizable faces in entertainment and business could soon be facing legal consequences has sent a shudder through the industry. But Musk's revelations don't stop at the gates of Hollywood or the boardrooms of tech companies. He's drawn a direct line to the political arena, suggesting that the support for certain political figures, including Vice President Kamala Harris, might be motivated by a desperate attempt to keep these secrets buried. The idea that the fate of political campaigns could be tied to the suppression of damaging information adds a layer of intrigue that transcends entertainment gossip and ventures into the realm of potential national security concerns. As the public digests these shocking claims, questions abound. How deep does this alleged network of complicity go? Who else might be implicated? And perhaps most pressingly, what evidence does Musk possess to back up these explosive allegations? The tech billionaire's history with Diddy adds another layer of complexity to the situation. Musk and Diddy have a shared past as business associates, with the rapper having been an early investor in Musk's takeover of Twitter. This connection has led some to question Musk's motives. Is he truly acting as a crusader for truth and justice, or could there be other factors at play? Critics have been quick to point out the potential conflict of interest, suggesting that Musk's own involvement with Diddy might compromise the credibility of his claims. Some argue that by exposing these alleged misdeeds, Musk might be attempting to distance himself from associations that could prove damaging to his own reputation. However, supporters of Musk argue that his willingness to speak out, despite potential personal risk, lends credibility to his claims. They see his actions as those of a man driven by conscience, determined to shed light on a system of power and influence that has operated in the shadows for far too long. The implications of Musk's allegations extend far beyond the individuals he's named or hinted at. If true, they suggest a culture of corruption and moral bankruptcy at the highest levels of entertainment and business. The idea that some of the world's most influential figures might be involved in or aware of criminal activities is a sobering thought, one that challenges our perceptions of success and power. As the story continues to unfold, the pressure on law enforcement agencies to act is mounting. Musk's public statements have made it virtually impossible for authorities to ignore the allegations. Legal experts are weighing in, suggesting that if even a fraction of what Musk alleges is true, we could be on the brink of seeing some of the most high-profile arrests and indictments in recent history. The potential for these revelations to impact ongoing political campaigns adds another layer of urgency to the situation. With elections on the horizon, the idea that some candidates might be backed by individuals desperate to keep their own misdeeds hidden raises serious questions about the integrity of the political process. Social media has been ablaze with reactions to Musk's claims. While some praise him as a brave truth-teller, others remain skeptical, questioning his motives and the veracity of his allegations. The court of public opinion is divided, but one thing is clear: people are paying attention. The entertainment industry itself seems to be holding its collective breath. There's a sense that the ground is shifting beneath their feet, that the old ways of doing business and maintaining power might be coming to an end. Some insiders speak of a growing paranoia, with many wondering if they or someone they know might be next to be exposed. For those named or implicated by Musk's statements, the coming days and weeks promise to be filled with anxiety. Legal teams are undoubtedly working overtime, preparing for every possible scenario. The specter of arrest warrants looms large, with many wondering when and where the first domino might fall. The potential existence of secretly recorded footage adds an element of unpredictability to the situation. If such recordings do exist and were to be made public, the fallout could be catastrophic for those involved. It's a scenario that undoubtedly keeps many awake at night, wondering what might have been captured on tape and who might have access to it. As the world watches and waits for the next development in this unfolding drama, there's a sense that we may be witnessing a pivotal moment in the history of celebrity culture and power dynamics. The old adage that sunlight is the best disinfectant seems particularly apt, as Musk's allegations threaten to expose long-hidden truths to the harsh light of public scrutiny. The coming weeks and months promise to be a roller coaster of revelations, denials, and potentially legal actions. Will Musk's claims lead to a wave of arrests and indictments? Will those implicated be able to weather the storm, or will we see the fall of some of entertainment's biggest names? Only time will tell how this story ultimately unfolds, but one thing is certain: the landscape of power and influence in Hollywood and beyond may never be the same again. As the world watches with bated breath, the question on everyone's mind is simple yet profound: who will be left standing when the dust settles? For now, all eyes remain on Elon Musk, waiting to see what other bombshells he might drop. His actions have set in motion a chain of events that could reshape our understanding of power, celebrity, and accountability in the modern age. Whether hero or villain, whistleblower or opportunist, Musk has undeniably become the catalyst for what may prove to be one of the most significant shakeups in entertainment industry history. As this story continues to develop, it serves as a stark reminder of the often murky waters where wealth, fame, and influence intersect. It challenges us to question our assumptions about those we elevate to positions of power and influence, and to consider the true cost of the glitz and glamour that so often captivates our attention. In the end, perhaps the most profound impact of Musk's revelations will be on the public consciousness. As we grapple with the implications of his claims, we're forced to confront uncomfortable truths about the nature of power and the potential for its abuse. It's a wake-up call, a reminder that even in a world of carefully crafted public images and meticulously managed reputations, the truth has a way of eventually coming to light. As the story unfolds, one can't help but wonder, is this the beginning of the end for a certain era of Hollywood excess and impunity? Or is it merely the opening salvo in a long and bitter battle between those who seek to expose the truth and those desperate to keep it hidden? Whatever the outcome, it's clear that the repercussions of Musk's allegations will be felt for years to come, reshaping not just individual careers and reputations, but potentially the very fabric of how power and influence operate in the entertainment industry and beyond.